Get ready to swipe the card on some banger Lego deals. What's up, everybody? It's your host here, Cristo from Stud City. And today we're going to be talking about Walmart, Best Buy, and even Lego.com themselves because we got some updates on some really good deals and sales that are about to take place. And I want to make sure you don't miss out on those. So if you're new to the channel, welcome on in. My name's Cristo. I'm from Stud City and we run the biggest channel here for Lego deals and sales. And today we are taking a look at Walmart because they have some loaded up 50% off Lego deals that are going to be approaching. And it's actually going to be kicking off today at time of this video going live. So let's get into it. So Walmart has clearly announced they're going to be running 3 events. If you're an insider like myself, you could clearly go on Google and go pull up these 3 events on November 14th through 16th. They're going to be doing some pre Black Friday deals, which is what I'm going to talk about today. Obviously, they have a Black Friday deals here. November 25th all the way to the 30th, and then also on December 1st. Don't worry, as long as you're subscribed, you won't miss out on those 2 events because I'll be covering for that and breaking it down. Today, however, you're going to really want to pay attention so you don't miss out on these November 14th and 16th deals because, like everything else, it always comes early. And those who get rewarded and show up early, will get these Lego deals. Because if you stay around and you stick around too late, you're going to miss out on them. So what does that mean? Well, basically, guys, I have it somewhere over here, I thought. You're going to have to be a Walmart Plus member. And actually, at the time of recording, I am not a Walmart Plus member. It costs, I think, on the Walmart website, $49 for the entire year. And given the deals that are approaching with Walmart and the early access to them, I think it makes the most sense for me, at least in my opinion, to purchase for myself because these deals will definitely be sold out to the majority of people later on because you're going to get 5 hours. That's right, 5 hours of early access. So technically, guys, these deals and sales over on Walmart on what we're going to discuss today, at least some of the ones that we may know or may not know, are going to kick off at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Walmart. But here's the catch. You have to be a Walmart Plus member and also a subscriber of Stud City. See what I did there? No, seriously, though, you just have to be a Walmart Plus member and you'll have access to buying those. In years past, as someone who's been doing this for nearly 8 years now, covering Lego deals and sales for these midnight releases and all that good stuff, trust me, the good stuff goes quick and it goes within 20, 30, 10, 5 minutes. Like, it goes very quick. So if you want this and you don't want to cry about it in somebody's comment section later, be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If not, you are going to miss out, right? Everyone has the chance to pick this up. Go and do it. However, they did disclose there's a couple Lego sets here that they are going to put on sale. The only one from a list here I found is 9 to 5 Toys. They put that Lego Speed Champions was going to be the $45 one, which I think is a handful. I think the BMW pack is $45. I think the Mercedes pack, and I think there's maybe another one. Someone in the Discord called it out. But anyways, it's going to be down to $25. Is that it? Cristo, is that all the sales you got for us? No, they definitely have other cover arts here of 50% off Lego sets. I'm assuming it's going to be some sets that are going to be like already on discount, right? Like, you know, sets that they have inventory, maybe the Invisible Hand that we've seen from other retailers basically already discount. So I feel like that makes the most sense, but who knows exactly which sets those will be, as they won't give us a list, unfortunately. We only will know at that drop. But I feel like if you guys want to see an up-to-date and not miss out on some of those sets, join the free Discord server. It's free. It's always will be. It's literally a community for the whole entire Lego community, which I think is great. And we cover the best Lego deals and sales possible in here. And we call it out in live action before I can even post videos. So feel free to join and welcome you on into that Lego community. Aside from that, Walmart, as we roll into the later hours, I don't know if there's going to be anything lingering. So in my opinion, if you really want to take advantage, get the Walmart Plus membership, show up at 6 p.m. and that's the best way to do it. Now, I've also seen countless comments talking about price matching, Walmart price matching. There's a huge discussion board in the Discord. I would recommend you read that as it's very well explained in there. But it looks like Walmart has a bunch of different policies in regards to price matching. They do price match their online prices, but I've seen other articles talk about, well, restrictions apply. It has to be from actual Walmart rather than a third-party seller. I think that's known and probably should be known. But there's also the fact that basically they kind of put it as if you go in store and want that deal, right? It's dependent on the supervisor, which is not clarity by all means. So like it literally said, and I don't know where that article is in the Discord, but it basically said it depends on the supervisor at that Walmart at that given time. And on top of it would elongate the buying experience in store because it will not be seamless. So anyways, take that with how you will. I thought that was pretty crazy that like Walmart corporate put that out in a statement, but kind of interesting. Anyways, aside from that, I think the next big deal we're going to talk about is I'm going to upload this video prior to the launch of this Lego set right here. It's the Neuschwanstein Castle. Oh my gosh, if I'm pronouncing that wrongly, I apologize, but man, I don't know how to say that. Neuschwanstein. Maybe that's right. Anyways, this Lego set retailed at $280 and it came out earlier this year in 2025. So it's not a Lego set that is retiring, and it's not a Lego set that we really have to pick up right now, essentially, because, well, we have more years to potentially pick it up on discount. And you guys know I shop on discount. I can't afford Lego at MSRP, just like many of you who are probably watching the channel. So I like to buy my Lego sets on sale. And this one is going to drop on Best Buy here in, well, at time of recording is over 20 hours, but it's going to be taking place I think at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, which of course I'll be live in the Discord with you guys talking about that. But it is going to be an in-app exclusive, so you must be on your phone, at least to my knowledge. That's the only way I've been able to do it. I was able to secure one copy of the MTT when they dropped it. That was $160, and they dropped it to $130. So $30 discount on a $160 MSRP Lego set. So given the fact that this one's $280, I'm hoping that we'll see this one cross. I mean, my hopes would this be $200. However, I think a more realistic approach and expectation would probably be 220. And if it hits 220 or below, I think that's good enough for me to probably secure a copy for the personal collection. Georgiana really wants to build this set, and I also really want to include it in potentially my top 10 Lego sets of 2025, because I know you guys really enjoy that list and video of the best Lego sets that I put together in 2025. And I think this one is a contender for that set. So I know it is new, and I know it's not completely a deal breaker, but for me and what I'm doing, I think that makes a little bit of sense. So I'll be pretty content if this goes 220 or below. So if you're like me, you'll be at that 10 a.m. at that time looking for that deal. Unfortunately, that's the only Best Buy drop for Lego. They also have on November 20th the Two-Door Corner, which is the modular from last year, or technically this year in 2025, but that one isn't until November 20th, so don't worry, I'll put out another video reminding you at some point in time. Other than that, for November 14th, if you're an extreme Pokemon hobbyist like myself, they also have the drop of Phantasmal Flame, so maybe I'll see you in the store. And on side note, Lego.com has updated a few deals and sales. They actually only got rid of some. They had some Ninjago sets on here, and I think a couple other Marvel, and maybe even one other Star Wars one that they went ahead and removed from this discount list. Now, what does that mean? I don't have an answer for you, but I know we're approaching potentially a Lego Insiders Week weekend, whenever that is entailed. We don't have a public information here from Lego, but just from years past, we know it is coming, and we'll definitely see some insane sales and deals that we'll be covering right here on this channel. Anyways, that's going to wrap up today's video. Stay ahead of the game, swipe the card responsibly, only buy what you want, and yeah, enjoy the Lego deals, and we'll see you guys in a future video.